morning. I don't know why I feel compelled to start this vlog when it's in the middle of the night and I really should be going to bed soon. I don't know, I'm kind of in the mood to talk, to say what's up. Most recently I did a reading vlog for Shadow Me, which is the most recent book in the Shadow Me series that just came out. It was so good. I gave it 5 stars. I loved it. There was no hesitation and like no period of hating it before I instantly gave it 5 stars. So that was amazing compared to my Restore Me reading experience. I was assuming because of Shadow Me I would not want to read books. I thought it'd make me slumpy, but it didn't. I thought Shadow Me was a pretty happy read, so I'm not like crying in bed every night about what's gonna happen in Defy Me. So the first things I want to get done in March are a couple of review copies that I still have to finish up from publishers. The first book I actually started, I'm on like the first chapter of. I have an arc of this book called The Right Swipe by Alicia Ray. This is a book about a woman who is an app developer who develops an app that is pretty much just Bumble. It's a really feminist take on a dating app. Again, I started that one, so I want to get a little further in that one tonight, hopefully. So mini book haul. Today I got a pre-order in the mail, and that's for this graphic novel, The Shades of Magic by V.E. Schwab. This is the first volume called The Steel Prince. I follow V.E. Schwab on Twitter. I love her, and I've been kind of following how each issue of this has been coming out, and I've been really interested in it because I've read the Shades of Magic trilogy, loved it, and I was really fascinated by an adaptation of it. So I had no idea what this was about. I just knew it was in that world, and I had this on my Amazon pre-order wishlist for a while, and then I saw Ariel Bassett's video about why pre-orders are so important. I'll link that video down below because it's short and concise but very informative and very influential, because I went and pre-ordered this just as like a, hey, I'll support that. So this is a graphic novel about Maxim Maresh, which is the king of the London that adopted the main character of the Shades of Magic trilogy. So it's basically like the father of this person. But then I got this and I opened it up. I'm really not a fan of this art style. I don't know, like to me this just is a little bit video game-ish. I like haven't even started reading this, but I'm already really hesitant about if I'll like it. I don't know, this just looks so drab to me. So I wanted to pre-order this and support this because I thought it would be something I'm interested in, but now that I have it, I'm like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna like that. Will I return it? Probably. I feel bad though. But I guess on a lighter note, I also placed a Depop order for a book. I got this copy of The Great Gatsby, which is like a classroom hardback edition from the 80s. If you don't know, Gatsby is one of my favorite classics ever. I think it's so lovely. I connect so much with the idea of like longing for the past and nostalgia, and I love the trope of like the passive main character that gets swept up in this life of glamour. So I'm gonna add it to my collection. I guess I'll give you like a little impromptu bookshelf tour of my collection. This is my classics shelf, and here's my other 3 copies. So this is my copy I read in high school. I think I read this once sophomore year and once junior year for class, and you can see I have some annotations in there. I found this copy, which is the Penguin book edition, that I think is so precious. It's just little and it's very cute. I like that one a lot. It's very simplistic. And then at a used bookstore, I found this very old copy. I think this might be from the 50s, or I could be quite exaggerating how old this is, but yeah, I don't know, it was like $1. And that's my Gatsby collection. I love it a lot, even though I haven't read it since junior year of high school. I totally just remembered something too. Michelle Obama's book finally came in from the library for me, and I actually have been a couple days behind on that. I got it the other day, so I should probably start that because I've been waiting for it since December. I do want to do a little bit of reading before bed right now, so I'm not sure if I'm going to turn on my audiobook for this and start this up, or if I want to get my Kindle reading on. I love you so much. Do you know that? Give me kisses. I'm not loved. Ow! Oh my gosh, y'all's claws. I tried to make this a cute clip where they're crawling over me while I read, but that shit hurted. And they're killing each other. Y'all are violent. Do you ever rest? Mom's just like, that's their problems. Huh, mama? I'm going inside. Y'all are too much. So today has been pretty unproductive. I haven't touched my book all day. The cat is indoors. We have to separate the babies and mom so that the mom can get spayed soon. So we tried to bring her inside tonight, and then she ended up just screaming the entire time. And she peed on my floor because she was horny. So I was like, it's not gonna work. So we're gonna switch out and bring the kittens inside instead. So I'm gonna have a really fun 3 weeks. I want to bond with her, so I don't want to like have my laptop and not pay attention to her. So I'm gonna try and get some reading done and continue my ebook. I think I'm about 25% of the way through the right swipe, and I love it so far. So far, most of the cast is people of color. I'm not sure what the main character is yet, but the love interest is Samoan. There's a side character who's Thai American, and she's also plus sized. Also, the main character's best friend slash assistant is Indian, and she's interested in women. I don't know if she's a lesbian or bi or pan or anything, but more representation. But there's so much discussion about being a woman of color and what comes with that, and how do you be like a person in the public eye as a CEO while also handling different race issues and presenting yourself as a woman of color. So it's just such a good discussion, but it's not like preachy or anything. It's just in the book and it's relevant. That alongside women of color supporting other women of color and the discussions that are coming up about relationships, I love it so far. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna give this 5 stars if my cat stops attacking my feet. What are you doing? Are you getting me? Oh. I wanted to film this clip without waking up the baby, but I failed. I just wanted to update that I got to 45% of my book, and it is very good. But so far, it's like very much a female-driven romance, and like she's choosing what she wants to do, and he's just like, do what you're comfy with. I'm loving it. Ma'am, it's bedtime. Hey. It's bedtime. I'm gonna turn off this lamp. Say goodnight. I'm sorry, I know I just said I'm going to bed, but I'm laying here in the dark, about to go to sleep, and I feel a little kitten climb up on top of me. I'm gonna see if I can catch this before she wakes up. Well, you're so cute with your little yarn. Hello everyone. Today's been a day. I've been really anxious today. I've been crying off and on. The fact that the kittens are in my room is barely even helping. Basically, I was supposed to start working at PetSmart tomorrow for spring break, but I woke up today just like sick with anxiety, like to the degree where like I was never this nervous like going to interview for real full-time jobs, and those made me really anxious, but not nearly as bad as like even before 24 hours until I had to go to work. I was like almost about to throw up this morning. I just really did not want to go. I'm like talking to my friends, trying to draft up a text to my boss to be like, I can't come in if it's gonna be like this. Because part of me is like, I know I always get nervous every time that I don't go back there, and I know I just have to like get back into the rhythm of it to be able to be less anxious about going there. But also, this happens every single time. My camera died. Love that for me. So I know it's just because this particular job is so stressful. Usually I'll just stick through it and be like, you know, the way to get over your anxiety is to like do the things that make you uncomfortable. But for this, because every single time I go and work there for the holidays, I feel the exact same way. And I wake up every day just dreading going there. It like gives me more anxiety to send off this text and be like, listen, I can't do it. And I feel guilty for leaving them. If it's gonna be every single day I wake up wanting to throw up because I don't want to go to work, like, is that worth the money? I don't know. I know this has nothing to do with reading, but I do want to be really, really candid. I haven't vlogged today because today sucked. And I left my phone at home when I went to take Rosie to the vet. She's sleeping off one of her shots she got right now. Did you get a shot? Sleepy woman. Mama, what do I do? People who are afraid to call out of work even though they're suffering mentally, squat up. So it's been a couple hours. Here's an update. First, my boss did not take me leaving very well. I hate not doing stuff because I'm too anxious to do it. I usually feel like really guilty and bad afterward because I'm like, oh, this, I'm actually just like, I'm glad I did that. Then after that, I accidentally took a nap from like 8 p.m. to midnight. I had barely gotten any sleep yesterday. In the morning, I was exhausted. I was anxious all day, which is really just draining. And so I was like, I'm gonna nap, whatever. So now I'm wide awake. I'm wide awake. Tomorrow I actually have to go do stuff. Like I need to mail packages and my post office isn't open on Saturday, so I have to drive to the town I used to live in because I know that their post office. Now that I'm talking, they're like, oh hey! I can't even see what body part is what because you're so dark on camera. Hi. Oh, hi! Look at your little mittens and all the scars on my legs from y'all climbing me like a tree. I love you, it's okay. Hi. Yes? I don't understand why we're holding hands. Are you good, fam? I think I'm gonna go take a shower, relax, unwind, maybe have some nervous diarrhea if I'm feeling festive. I was editing my reading vlog just now and I realized I've barely read anything and it's been a couple days, so I really want to hop on this and stop like being on my phone all day. What, you coming over? Well, come here. Hi, son. You relaxing? I love you so much. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna go shower. You be good. Don't tear down the walls while I'm gone. Do you know I would die for you? You're so cute. I love him. This is his favorite spot, up against the back of my bed. He likes to hang over and look at people. Okay. I'm gonna go shower. Okay, bye. This is what he does. He just hangs over and wants everyone to be in his vision. You're so cute. This little man's hanging out by my foot. Hey, what are you doing? Yeah, it's a ceiling fan. It's not gonna get you. So I can't find my Kindle anywhere. I think it's somewhere in my sheets, but I don't want to rip them all up. So I'm reading on my phone. I am 47% of the way through this book. Really loving it. So I'm gonna try and get like a chunk of the way done before I actually go to sleep, which might be several hours from now because I took me a big old nap. Good morning. I hate driving this car, but I've been stuck at home for far too long and I need to do something else with my life. So I have a couple packages that I haven't mailed in literally like 2 weeks. So I'm gonna go and take those. The post office by my house is closed on the weekends because we live in #small town Texas. So I'm going to a further one from my house. And then that post office is pretty close to my library bookstore, which is like $1 per book. So I think I'm gonna go and browse there for a tiny bit and see if there's anything new or anything interesting. That's my morning. I'm up pretty early compared to when I usually wake up, and I'm driving. So we're doing something. I'm gonna stop vlogging while driving now. Okay, I made it to the post office and now I'm at the bookstore. If you are in North Texas, specifically like the North Fort Worth area, this Friends of the Keller Library, it's literally someone's, like, that's not someone's house, but it's a house that they have converted into an entire bookstore. I'm kind of too shy to film in there, but I'll try and get some clips of just like wall-to-wall bookshelves. It's amazing and everything's like $2, so come get y'all juice! I'm a dumbass and accidentally filmed this in slow motion, but this is just the YA section in the beginning of the mystery section. There are so many books. This is literally like one shelf out of like maybe 50, so it's huge. I had such a good time. I love it so much. So I'm very sweaty because it was really hot in that bookstore. Why am I not turning on the car? I spent $12 and I got 8 books. I'm gonna go through them really quickly because I feel like none of these are super exciting. A lot of these I've already read, like Animal Farm, which I for some reason don't own a copy of even though I've read it. I also got Love in the Time of Cholera, because that's a popular book that I want to read eventually. I also got The Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes, nonfiction. A book I've been looking for everywhere and it was their new condition, Shrill by Lindy West. It's like this feminist book about like loudness. I also got Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. Then finally I found some of my favorite books there for like $1.50. So they had Shatter Me. They also had The Story Life of AJ Fikry and I'll Give You the Sun, which were all $1.50. So I was like, I know that other people could buy these and read these and love them, but I'm selfish. I don't know if I'm gonna sell these on Depop or do a giveaway. I already have an extra copy of Shatter Me. I kind of want to annotate it and then like give it away. But that is everything I found. They're kind of busy on Saturdays. I was like scooching around people. So yeah, once again, if you're in the Keller area, come get y'all juice. I'm wondering if I should get like Sonic on the way home. I kind of want Sonic. I'm just gonna go home.
A few moments later.
Order. Let me get a medium strawberry vanilla Sprite and that'll be all. It's weird being here because this is the town where I used to live, where I drove to come to this bookstore and where I came to go do my mail. So I caved and I went to Sonic, but that Sonic is the one that I used to go to like after school every day. And like I'm about to drive by my old library and it's just like, it makes my heart hurt. Like I wish I lived here so bad still. Honestly, I probably would have opened up a lot more about this, but recently people have been using a lot of personal stuff against me to be mean. But I still feel like I should be candid and just say like, I don't drive around that often, but I am today and this is rough. Like I'm literally on the way to the highway. I have to drive by my old neighborhood. Like I'm passing my school right now and I'm just like, ooh, that shit hurted. I don't know, I think I just want to emphasize like I'm human and I get sad about dumb stuff. Today was a good day. I got out, I got up early, I did stuff. I'm probably gonna get home and read. By the way, last night I read up to like 55 or 60%, so I'm like well halfway through. My book is very good. I also have days that aren't that great. I still have residual anxiety from yesterday that's really making me like feel weird. I'm just like laughing driving on this road because this road has no sidewalks, but it's the road that I would go to and from every single day to get to school. And sometimes my mom would forget to pick me up. I feel the need to clarify, she didn't forget to pick me up. She would just sometimes like have different appointments and stuff while I was getting out of school. So it was either wait for her for like half an hour or walk home. And I have walked home on this road before, like this 2-mile long road with no sidewalk. I'm gonna drink my Sprite and quit being emo. So there's really no point of this clip in particular other than saying, for the record, I washed my sponge. I get roasted frequently talking about how I never wash my brushes, so this is me flexing on everyone that regularly washes their brushes. I have a couple videos I want to film today. I have not read like I wanted to, but I'm feeling awesome. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling like I'm $1,000,000. I don't have setting powder, but who needs that? Okay, back to listening to Ariana Grande. Ooh, that's a lot. Whoops. Did you just poop? I can smell it. You nasty. 30 minutes later, we got makeup on, but I bought this lipstick in my last vlog. I'm gonna try this and see if this works. Okay. I don't know if I love it, but it's on my face. Oh well, I'm gonna clean this up a little bit and then film a sit down video. Today I had a nice time filming. I kind of made a mess today with the video that I filmed. I emptied my TBR shelf because I was doing a video about my TBR and now they're all on the ground. So I need to put them back on my shelf and I kind of want to do a little reorganization and maybe even a little bit of unhauling. It's difficult because I'm kind of getting down to the wire with like what I actually want to read and what I don't. So I might put aside a handful of books to do like a try a chapter thing. Yeah, I'm gonna put you on my tripod now and we'll put books away. Let's get going. Something about you makes me wonder the things that I should die. Okay, first book for try a chapter is The History of Love. I've owned this for so many years. I've heard a couple reviews about it, but like nothing that makes me super anchored and excited to read this. Are you eating my book? No! You're rude. I paid full price for this one too. Oh, also I unhauled one book while I was filming that video and it's Everything I Left Unsaid, which is like a seemingly typical new adult girl used to have abusive boyfriend. I'm not really interested. Gosh, with classics I feel like I just want to keep them all even though they all were in my pile of stuff that I did not know anything about. Because I feel like I built them up in my head to be like, no matter what it is or who the author is or what the content is, it's a classic. So it's gonna enrich my soul and I'm gonna love it. But is that realistic? Okay, I think I'm gonna put this one in the try a chapter stack because I really like the concept and the cover of this book, but it's like a 7-book fantasy series and I don't know if I'm into that. I have a stack of books I want to try a chapter of, which honestly this probably indicates I should probably get rid of them if I have a lot of them. But Written in the Stars, A Tree Grows in Brooklyn, Ella Enchanted, The Age of Miracles, The Lovely Bones, Amor Amor, Between the Lines, The Shadow of the Wind, The Law of Moses, Let's Explore Diabetes with Owls, and Paris in Love. These are all books that I wouldn't mind getting rid of, but I'd like to give a chance. Are you helping? You're a good helper. I'm also gonna add Playing with Matches to the stack because typically I'll keep romance books because I'm like, oh, it's so quick and fun to read, but I have so many other romance books that I don't think that's even an excuse anymore. I think I'm gonna get rid of this Sophie Jordan book. There are a lot more romance books I'm interested in reading and this is definitely not something I would pick up if it weren't from like a TBR jar pig. Well, you know what? I'm not convinced I'm gonna love Truth Witch, so I'm gonna try a chapter. I think I'm gonna get rid of Kiss the Girl by Melissa Brandon. I bought this book when I was first getting into female romance books, but I think I bought it just because it was cheap and it was from an author that I'd heard of. I've since found a lot more books that I'm interested in, so I think this one, along with Annie on My Mind, I'd prefer to read newer stories than these, so I'm gonna get rid of these. Whoa. I just bought this book today for $1.50 at a used bookstore and the original price tag on this is from Borders. That's incredible. It's 1 a.m. and I feel like I woke up 4 hours ago. Like, when? I think it's because I spent like 3 hours filming today, if not more, so that makes the time kind of evaporate. But that's all to say I didn't even read any of my ebook, even though I got to a really good part. I'm enjoying it. They are canoodling. It is so steamy and so good. I don't think I ever really updated with a good synopsis of this book, so allow me to update you on what this book is actually about. So I mentioned previously it follows this main character who's an app developer who made this really feminist dating app, sort of like Bumble, but Bumble on steroids. So at the beginning of the book, she's planning on taking over this other website for matchmaking. So she's like infiltrating all their meetings and going to all their events. And at one of these events, the new face of the company is Samson, who is a guy that she had a fling with, and she like never has flings. And he was someone who had slept with her and then ghosted her. And she sees him at this event and he recognizes her, and it's kind of just goes from there, chronicalizing how they work at competing companies, but they're having to work together and talk more and do like some marketing strategies between them to like get their companies going, and she's kind of buttering him up to get to the lead of their company so that she can buy it. That all sounds very political and businessy, but it's really not. It's a lot of friendship in between too. It's set in both characters' point of views, and so you get to see both characters' friend groups. I really like the main character's roommate, Katrina. She is Thai American, plus sized, and she has agoraphobic anxiety, and I'm just like, I need a spin-off novel about my woman. I love her. I think one of the things I love about this book is there's a lot of unique side plot aspects to it. Like, Samson is an ex-athlete, which, like, who cares? But this book goes into a lot about the aftermath of concussions and talking about like health in sports players, what it's like after retirement from a sport that you played your whole life. And then you get to see his friend group, which are two black guys, one of whom is a stay-at-home dad, so there's a lot of good representation there with defying stereotypes and gender expectations, and their friendship is so wholesome and funny and amazing. Like, I love this, like down to the side characters. It is so good. So much valuable discussion about things that really should be normalized. And I know I'm going off and I'm only halfway through, but it's so good. Like I said, I got to the smut scenes and they are something else. They're very good. I'm liking it. Can you tell? It feels like a weekday today because I was supposed to start at PetSmart, and I feel like in my head I was like, oh, it's a Monday, but it's not. I hate having to take off my makeup when I look this good. So, Michelle Obama's book came in on audio, and I've been doing this for the past 20 minutes while I listen. She just said the same girls who came into the White House with their Polly Pockets are now all grown up. Okay, it's so good. I'm just like, oh my god. Remember when I was gonna read my really good ebook and instead I'm sitting here sobbing at my audiobook of Michelle telling me about her time at the White House? Relatable. Even with daylight savings time, I still found a way to only film when it's dark outside. Happy Sunday, everybody! I've done nothing all day because I lost an hour of sleep, and then I slept for 3 hours in the middle of the day, went to Chipotle, and now we're here. I got home to some mail, so I want to do a little haul for you real quick. I got this from Sandy. She has a channel, I'll link down below. I love her. Basically, I hoed myself out to her because she was doing like this unhaul with me video, and she had a ton of arcs that she was getting rid of, and I was like, I literally just posted a comment. I was like, I will give you a copy of Shatter Me in hardback if you send this to me, and she did. So I love her. So yes, I held myself out to Sandy for her copy of the Cruel Prince ARC version. I really only have ARCs for like my favorite books, and I wouldn't consider the Cruel Prince a favorite book, but I do love it enough to want to have a small little collection. But I'm not about to pay $200 for the Owl Crate Ugly Editions. Thank you, Sandy, for the trade. This will definitely be coveted, and it will be on my favorites bookshelf if it fits, because there'd be a lot of books there. Basically, last night I just listened to like the first couple chapters of Becoming by Michelle Obama. I don't know if I want to finish that one or continue with my ebook. Being real, right now I'm probably just gonna lay in bed and eat more chips and queso from Chipotle. To deserve all 4 mamas on my bed. Oh, honey, so sleepy. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm just casually weeping at this book, and I'm not even 90% of the way through. Am I crying because of women supporting women, or am I crying because my cats are so cute? The world will never know. I just finished it. It was so good. I literally sat there and weeped the entire last 20% of the book because it was so sweet, and I want a sequel. I have this author's other series on my shelf, and like I'd heard that one was good, but I was like, okay, whatever, because it's like those mass market paperback ones. I kind of considered it just to be like some trashy porn, but after reading this, holy shit, I want to read that one right now. It was so good. I don't think I need to say more. Just like, 5 stars. Go pre-order it. I already pre-ordered it before I read it, and I want to pre-order 10 of them. By far the best romance book I've read so far this year. The Unhoneymooners was really good too. I only gave the Unhoneymooners 4.5 stars though, so that's my review. The kittens are very mad that I'm talking very animated. This is my job, Mau. I have to tell them when books are good. Go to sleep. She's like, no. Tomorrow I made plans to go see a movie with my friend Rachel and get froyo, so that is happening at 2 p.m. Hello. She says, it's bedtime, Mom. I kind of want to start a new book before I go to bed, but I know it's not a wise decision. So here's the thing. I'm kind of planning on returning this, but I said that without even cracking it open very much. So I'm gonna actually try and read this. I'm gonna see if I get into it, and if not, I'm just gonna go ahead and package it up and just send it back because I'm not a fan. So I think I'm gonna do this right now and like read a chapter. Is there chapters in graphic novels? Read a little bit of this and see if I can get into it. Yeah, I made it 20 pages into the book. As predicted, the art style isn't great. It's very dark, so it's hard to tell what's happening. We've got some curious cats. Can I help you? Anyway, the art style also makes the storyline really hard to follow. I think if I didn't know what the original trilogy was about, I would be very lost. And even though I'd have read the original trilogy, I'm still very lost. I'm just not invested. The book I really want to start tonight, or probably like tomorrow. I hauled this a couple vlogs ago, and then I ended up sending it to my friend Rocky so she could read it because I knew she could finish it quicker than I could, and she really wanted this. BT dubs, this is like a totally unsolicited shout out, but I freaking adore Rocky so much. If you've never heard of Rocky, whose channel name is Blonde with a Book, I'm not gonna say she's like my favorite booktuber because there's so many booktubers I love, but I think she's the #1 booktuber who I watch, and I think like, wow, I wish I were her. The way she talks about books, her personality, her beauty, just like everything. I scream when she uploads her wrap-ups because they're so long and she talks about books like literally I'm so envious about how she can describe books, and she's so funny and natural at it. I cannot hype her up enough. So yes, I sent this book to Rocky. She read and reviewed it. I'm sure she'll have something up on her channel about her thoughts on it. This is a lot of suspending the tension of what book it is, but red, white, and royal blue. If I don't give this book 5 stars, I'm gonna be so sad. It has been getting rave reviews. Everyone is loving this book who's read it early. This book comes out, I think, toward the middle or the end of May. The book cover says June 4th, but it was pushed forward, so ignore this, even though June 4th is my birthday, so don't ignore June 4th. Disgusting! If you're unaware though, this book is about almost an alternate universe where there is the first female president. Her son Alex has some beef with one of the princes in England, and so in order to maintain the family image for whenever re-election is coming up, the president decides to stage this fake relationship between the Prince of I almost said Egypt. The president decides to stage a fake relationship between her first son and the Prince of England to maintain a good image. And so it's about how these two guys hate one another, but they're forced into a fake they have a fake relationship, and then that gives a lot of time for them to be vulnerable with one another, and then they start to develop. It's a romance book. They develop feels. So it's a male-male romance set, like royal romance, but also like presidential romance, and I'm just really excited to read about a world where we have a woman as a president. I just have heard the best things about this gosh darn book. This is my next read. I'm very excited. Good morning. This vlog clip is not gonna be fun, but I think it's necessary because I'm like, you know what, if we're being real about my emotions. So today my friend Rachel and I are gonna hang out. We're gonna go get frozen yogurt, then we're gonna go see a movie, which is great, like leaving the house, yay. But I feel so nervous about it for no reason. Like, I'm anxious, and before I turned the camera on I was like dry heaving because that's what I do when my body gets really anxious. I really don't want to go, and that's nothing to do with Rachel, and that's nothing to do with not wanting to see the movie or anything, but it's just like I feel like I've been at home for so long that I'm like comfortable here and I don't want to go anywhere else. And she's here. No choice, let's go. I'm stealth vlogging in Barnes & Noble right now because last time I did this I got roasted and they caught me.
I saw the one with hi.
The one from Madeline, they were like, are you filming in here? I'm like, it's free promo, let me live.
Was that same manager?
I don't know. I was so traumatized I didn't even know who it was. But look what I found. Forgot this came out in paperback today. Not today.
I forgot.
Last Tuesday.
Yeah, I think it's been like a week.
An employee just walked by, freaking myself out. I'm like, I'm not vlogging. I'm just holding my phone sideways close to my face. I want to pet my little girl. Here I come, I want to pet my little girl. Hi, Mama. Good evening, party people. I really have no update because all I did today was hang out with Rachel. It was fun. We went and saw Captain Marvel. I don't watch movies. I specifically don't watch superhero movies, so I'm not confused. It's just like, I'm not gonna be able to give you a solid opinion on it because I don't know how to talk about whether or not I liked movies. I thought it was fine. I don't know. Chris Evans was in the credits for like 5 seconds, so that was cool, I guess. This clip actually isn't gonna be about books or reading or anything. I got a package in the mail from Boohoo, which I forgot I placed. My bank account didn't though. We're gonna have a little haul moment. I don't remember what I ordered at all. I'm gonna try and make this a try-on haul, so let's see what I ordered. Okay. Oh my lord. This looks like it's gonna be too small, but I'm saving this for next year, obviously, because it's not Christmas anymore, but I got a Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal sweater. Yep, it's definitely too small. Next I'm seeing another sweater. Oh, heck yeah, I am a mustard gal. Someone make a video called WhittyNovels trying to be Megan Hughes for 5 minutes straight. It's a little cropped, which I wasn't expecting. Also, it's pretty big, so it's a little weird, but the sleeves are long. I'm so happy. So I got a t-shirt, and all it says is, Goddess. It's none of your business. You're so rude. Easy to loop. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. The next item is another t-shirt. So I got another white t-shirt. This one just says New York. I think this one, yeah, this one's plenty bigger than the one I'm wearing, so it should be perf. I might even crop this one because it looks a bit long. We'll see how I feel about that. Ooh, I got a belt. I don't own belts. This was kind of a sketchy purchase because it was one size fits all. We'll see. Oh, that looks sketch. I don't think that's gonna fit. We'll find out. Oh, is it gonna fit? No. I don't even know if that's cute. I don't know how fashion works. Is this a look? I don't know. I feel silly. I got a little mustard bag. Honestly, I prefer bigger bags that I can fit books in.
Oh my god, a relatable queen.
Hello. Is this an outfit? Okay, I got a shirt looking thing. Oh, okay. I'm not sure how I feel about this or what I thought it was gonna look like. I feel like this needs to be cropped or like tied. Like, is that a look? I don't know. I love this color. I don't know how to style this shirt. And the rest that I got are pants, so I'm putting the shirt that I like back on. Okay, so first I got these, which, let's be real, these are booty shorts. These are so thin. I would only ever wear these as PJs. Oh my gosh. It's not happening. And then I got a pair of leggings, and you all know what that looks like. But hey, the New York shirt works great. As you saw in my vlog clip, I got Restore Me paperback. It looks so weird. I mean, like, not in a the book is ugly type way, but just it's so strange to see it in a new binding. Last night I read the first chapter of Red, White, and Royal Blue, and I'm loving this. So I think I'm gonna stop vlogging and get back to reading that. Hello, handsome. You wanna read together? Say, I don't know how to read. Okay, bye. Even if that haul was unsuccessful, I got a cute cardigan out of it, so I'm not mad. Rose, I love you so much, but you're the reason why my headphones are broken. I can't listen to my audiobook because y'all are chewing on my headphones. Are you listening to me or are you just playing? You're naughty. I just went to listen to my audiobook and my headphones don't work because there's little scratch marks all over it. Thanks. So update. Today I got an issue of National Geographic in the mail, which I subscribe to because I think it's fascinating and I want to do more nonfiction reading about what's going on in the world, stay like active politically and knowing different environmental stuff, as well as kind of staying in touch with the world and like what's going on. But I have been notoriously bad at actually reading them. I love looking at the pictures. I love putting them in my journal even more, but I've been really not picking this up and reading it. So tonight I opened this and I don't know why, but I just felt like I should read it. So I'm now like 40 pages into this. I just got to like the main cover story, which is about, are there aliens? And if so, how are we tracking them? I have a candle lit. All the kittens are asleep. It's very relaxing. I'm just gonna learn more about the universe and the environment. I just woke up like an hour ago. I'm gonna regret this. But I did wake up to 2 packages, so let's see what this is. This is probably from a publisher. Wee you doing? You helping? So, oh, okay. This is the, I think, third book in this series by Brendan Rice. Thank you, Penguin, for the free copy, but I didn't read the first two. And then this book is a pre-order. As y'all know, I've been on my pre-order game because I just want to support authors. And so I needed a copy of this one because I gave my old copy to Bonnie for Christmas. A Gathering of Storms special edition. This is the second book in the A Darker Shade of Magic trilogy, and this is the collector's edition with like art and stuff. Ooh, cool deal. There's also a little ribbon bookmark in it, and what's on the other pages. Okay, dope. Some more art. Yeah, I have books 1 and 3 up here, so I need to go add this to my shelf. And that is my haul for today.
How was that haul? Was it a good one? She's like, I can't read.
So fun story, ever since I got this in the mail, I need to reorganize this shelf because this is my favorite series shelf. And clearly we need to do a little bit of reorg to fit in the Curl prints. And I think I need to prioritize what my favorites are because I think one of these series has to go. So if I'm sitting here comparing all my favorite series, the Raven Boys ranks the least. I need to find a new place to put the Raven Boys, which could be problematic, but I'm gonna take it out for now just so I can like have room to put other stuff in. Sorry boys, your time is up. Now let's... Oh no, these books got all damaged because I was shoving them in on top. Oh my gosh, is this gonna fit perfectly? And then I have... Are you serious? These spines are different? Jesus, take the wheel. I was like, oh, the spine's red, it's gonna match the first one. The first collector's edition has a black spine. The original trilogy was so aesthetic because it all had one color spine, and I gave that up for the special editions thinking they'd match, and they don't even match. So on this shelf, I have like my next tier of favorite books, so I think I can just move the Raven Boys down to like second tier. At this point, it's a competition between Mara Dyer and Delirium, and I think Delirium loses, but I don't think there's enough room. I can put these up top, probably. Let's do that. Sorry, Lena. Move all this over. Does that fit? Ooh, that's not aesthetic at all. It's fine. Should I just put this here, and then I can put my arc elsewhere? I could just like subtle brag and have my arc sitting out. Yay, they fit, and I can probably squeeze in my coming up to my shawl right here. Oh, hell yeah. All right, love that for us, even though this is kind of a hot mess. Well, that took a lot less time than I thought it would. Here's the new shelf setup.
What are you doing, curious baby?
So, final update. Actually, not final, because I don't know where those are gonna go, but I don't know if y'all noticed that I started putting my romance books on this shelf because I was like, well, it's outgrowing my other shelf. I had them on right there. And I mean, most of them are series, so they might as well go on my series shelf, right? But it just looked so wrong because all these spines are like intense and dark, and those were like hee hee hee. I don't know what to do with them. I might just put them back where they were. So I decided to keep this in the order that I had it, which is Shatter Me on top, which I still have a stack over there that I need to put back here. Favorites down to like I read them in my childhood / they're probably not really even that good. I just own them because I have an attachment to them. Also, hi, you're so beautiful, I love you. She's helping. That's what that's looking like. I keep unhauling different series, so there's some awkward gaps in here. Also, whenever we were moving, I lost a lot of the little hooks that go underneath the bookshelf. That's why some of these are back and some of them aren't. If anyone knows how to get some of those extra bookshelf thingies, hit me up. But yeah, that's what we're looking like. Oh, I love you, sir. I've been doing that thing where I lay around and don't read. Olivia and I are going to a concert tomorrow, and so we're texting about the deets. That'll be in next week's vlog. I'm so nervous. I've never been to a concert before, so I'm like terrified of what's gonna happen, how crowded it's gonna be, how loud it's gonna be. But it's also for a band I freaking love, so there's like warring parts of me right now that's like, I'm so excited to see this band. I'm gonna cry the entire time. But also terror. I might be too terrified to vlog tomorrow, but I'll hopefully have some footage of me just like emo screaming lyrics. I'm on page 10, which like isn't far at all, but I already love it. And there's no reason why I shouldn't read it. Like, it's not making me slumpy. I don't feel slumpy. It's just that I keep being like, what's going on Twitter right now? But I do want to end off this vlog before I go to bed, which could be 2 a.m., could be 7. Funny story, I forgot to end this vlog, and then I've had crippling anxiety for the past 2 days, so this is the first time I'm able to speak without wanting to throw up. Fun! So anyway, I did not do any more reading. The concert was fun. I have a ton of footage for the next vlog. I really have nothing to say at the end of this other than thank you all for sticking through another really long vlog. LMK, what your thoughts were. I love talking with y'all in the comments. I recently discovered that people don't comment on big booktubers videos because they think, like, it doesn't matter. It does, and I'm upset. Comment on my videos. I'm joking, but I'm not. Okay, I hope you all are having a wonderful life. Goodbye.